scoring output and how it's been trending for Lou Dort.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Really left him alone that time. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Porzingis. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Last time they met in Boston.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time.
And it's Holmgren missing. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. White for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And they've been quite a team to watch this season. Check out this stat. Their point differential plus 12 this season.
I mean, you got to go back to the early 70s Lakers, Bucks, and the 95-96 Bulls teams to compare what this group has accomplished this season. This team has the makings of one of the most dominant seasons we've ever seen.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. No good. Unable to win this run.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
White can't hit.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Inside.
Johnson.
Outside for Dort. Up top, Holmgren. Back to Dort. Launches a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 6. Holiday passes to White. Outside, Brown. To the middle. Outside, Holiday. Pass to White. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
That's tipped. And here they come. And here they go. Flushes it down to finish the break.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dort to win the run. The shot misses. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Boston out in front. They're up by 10. And back to the start of the second quarter in And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Down low. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with it. Just 3 to shoot. Off target with the 3. Right side White. Inside. White gets it to go.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to White. Outside Porzingis. Outside Holiday.
Come to me.
Back to Porzingis. Plenty of space. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The shot by Dort, no good. Celtics lead by 14. Puts up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Holiday. Pass to White. No one near him. Again, the miss by Boston.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept reached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast and playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah,
Got his ass.
We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Williams from long range. The rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but rebounds as well.
And it's good for 2.
The defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Thunder trail by 16. Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged
I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your
Jack,
shots
sub
within
up,
the flow
man.
of the offense.
We got to get to 1,700.
To the left side wing. It's stolen by Holiday. White with it, and it's Dort picking him up. It's White with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got
That
4
nigga
points
played
in the quarter.
live.
And why go away from attacking inside
Nigga
if the
played
D has no
Slam Jam,
answer
nigga.
for you?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
That free throw good from
go.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Stan, you
that
look at the
yelling?
Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters can give you 20 on a given night.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Thunder trail by 20. Pass to Holmgren. Tries it from 19. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
And count that. 2
And
points. And a chance for
one.
one more at the line. So Holiday will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, Holiday's one of those guys they can ask a lot of, whether it's guarding the opponent's best player or orchestrating.
The shake.
Like he did.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his second trip to the line in the game. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. 5 ticks left in the second. To the inside. Here's Dort. And so it's the Boston Celtics. A huge 24-point lead for them. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Oh!
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
And now
That
as
nigga
the...
got African feet.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian.
He got the Booba shockwave.
Oh my gosh.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3's off the mark. The Celtics shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Dort for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So Dort's got himself on the board with a 3 there. To the paint. Here's Brown. And a nice finish on the layup.
Man.
They're finding ways to get the ball
not
to the
again.
paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Tatum. Dort with a steal. And here is Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And he's had a rough past 5 games.
I ain't even been
He's had
playing
trouble
with Tatum.
finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Fam, a hezzy twin.
Tatum draws the double. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Tries the spin move. Here's Tatum. Great D that time from Holmgren. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at Oklahoma City, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
Looking at Oklahoma City, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season, and you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Look how. Play me.
Pass to Holmgren for 3.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Celtics lead by 22. Holiday with the ball. Hartenstein covering. Kick out to Brown.
Aquafina!
Boston, no good that time either.
Aquafina!
Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Oh. Take him down.
1:21 left in the 3rd. Porzingis on the double team. Another miss.
Ow!
They desperately need a bucket.
How are you black and don't know how to play 2K?
Back to Holiday. Tatum against Hartenstein. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Porzingis.
Aqua.
No good on the triple.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Drew Holiday. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws
Chat,
of the
I dare they
game.
want to go to Baskin Robbins. You ever had them?
And he's good on the second.
Ice cream things at Baskin Robbins? Oh, this shit is so good.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Brown finds White. Here's Tatum. With the drive. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. The Thunder with another miss. White, the pass to Tatum.
Come get it.
Deflected. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston out in front, running away with it. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
Was it part of the BET Awards?
Who for?
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein with a screen on White. Pass to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing.
Out of 100 limit.
Back to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
That one goes. Count it. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Holiday finds White. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists
Chat,
in the
after
game.
this, should we go try the Popeyes
The
rap?
Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Brown draws the double. Pass to Holiday.
I'm gonna need that for you.
Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit. and there wasn't much resistance either.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
No surprise, another victory for these guys who have been on a tear all year long. They've now won 62 games.
Well, at least they're going to take one game in this season series. It was an uphill climb.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jrue Holiday.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting.
He said never play
2 free throws.
Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
And he ends up missing both free throws. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve to win.
Pass to Hartenstein. Lets it go from the wing. No good that time. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill,
Hey, we want to bet the shot.
This is Brian Anderson. We hope you
Bet the
enjoyed
shot.
our
Tap before we
broadcast.
leave out.
And as we leave you, here's a look
I
at our
got to
player
get.
of the
We got to
game.
get to 1700.